287 according to the last census.
I thought it was 400.
Right around 300.
It's a big town for 300 people. Yeah.
Come on.
And next up here we have the Cougar football, the youth football, Central Kansas Youth Football League, Cougar football. These are 4th, 5th, 6th grade Lucas and Sylvan players. 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. They also are the ones that will have the walking taco over there in the mini park. So.
When the baseball-sized hail started hitting, I had to cover my ears up because it was so loud in this area here.
Okay, I want to take this off so you can see it better, take a better picture. After the hailstorm, this AC was completely dinged up, and you know, after we found out how much money we're gonna get and from the insurance company and how much AC unit would cost, and we decided maybe we should put this money on a different project, and I can fix this up and see how long it will run. So I took a chair one day and I sat down, and with a pocket knife I slowly, you know, got all these straightened out, and man, it took a few hours. And then I took a comb. There's a special comb that they use in the automotive, and you just put it and drag it all along, and it kind of gets it back the way it was. And then I decided to just leave this one for posterity, you know, for, you know, have a little story about it. So this is our AC.
Okay, I'm coming.
You didn't have that chair down
On the day of the storm, we waited around, and then the alarms went off. Right, Wendell?
We never had that chair down there.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have the other lawn chairs.
Oh, okay. I thought this. Well, you sure? Because we need 3 chairs. So then we put on our jackets, and Pilar, our friend, was with us, and Wendell opened up the storm cellar. Right?
As you can see, I designated this for tornadoes, but we didn't have a tornado. We ended up doing this.
We ended up with a hail tail.
And what's the problem is when you have a hailstorm with a steel door, it gets rather noisy. That was for about 37 minutes from what we timed when we were down in there.
So the 3 of us sat around with our fingers in our ears. And the reason he brought the motorcycle helmet is a serious hailstorm. A serious situation was developing. So, welcome to our real storm cellar. We need 3
We made
chairs.
it. There's enough people to get in here.
We need the other chair, remember? Because Pilar was sitting over here.
Oh, okay, but don't get
I was right.
Okay. Now there's plenty of room. I got food, I got water,
Cheers.
I got lights in here.
Radio.
We got sleeping bags. We got
And 2
chairs.
cans of pork and beans. You know,
Yeah, we got 2 cans left of pork and beans.
so if it's a real disaster, we have to eat this very slowly.
It's a pretty amazing mix of bizarreness, which doesn't happen anywhere else.
I was in my neighbor's basement. They were so kind to let me stay with them. And I had no idea it was devastating till it was over with. It was bad. It was bad.
It was Friday night, wasn't it? It was a
April
Friday
24th.
night, April 24th, Friday night.
It was like a train coming through, maybe, or like a like if you were sitting right next to an airport or something. It wasn't as loud as a jet airplane, but it had that same kind of like a whistle sound almost to it at that point, and it just felt like fireworks were going off a lot too. Like it sounded like fireworks everywhere.
I never heard a
But
siren.
we never heard it, and that was odd. Like, how come the sirens didn't work? You know.
But you know how tornadoes have that freight train sound? No? Okay. Well, I heard the sound, and I've talked to other people who heard it, and
The sound of what?
it sounds like a freight
Oh,
train.
okay. I thought we were talking about the sirens.
Oh no, I'm talking about the tornado now. And so yeah, I guess I'm one of those people that thinks that there was a tornado north of town.
Yeah, I really don't know, but I've been told that if you have a tornado warning, and the hail comes, it's a good chance that it's not just a watch. That just growing up in Kansas, we hear warnings a lot, and we hear sirens a lot. And I just learned along the way, I don't know where it came from, that when the hail comes, there's a good chance it's followed by a tornado.
It was deep. I never saw such hail.
My Aunt Vivian.
Aunt Vivian.
Yes, she's
Yes.
my aunt. She's my aunt. She said she'd never seen anything like this before. No weather like this before, ever. She's 90 years old, and she's lived here all her life.
I've never seen anything like this, and it was kind of just like a big reality shock that this just happened and this is going to happen and it's still happening. Like, okay, I've just been lucky before now. Even if it's not this bad, I'm living in this area where I could face this during tornado season a lot.
Yeah, and it was nice to see how all the community came together, so I think it's nice that we all stick together in times of need.
We're all one big family, the community surrounding us.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like our community is like spread apart, but this kind of united everyone.
It did give us a tremendous amount of exposure. People got here and then they did see the Garden of Eden, and they did see the Grassroots Arts Center, and a lot of people love our little community. It is a great place. But the devastation that happened with the hailstorm was good and bad.
There's some sort of community stick-to-itiveness that Lucas has that other towns don't. Or other towns might have parts of it, and other parts might work better, but it's a really special magic that happens here.
I think the positive thing was how people pulled together, and how people through tragedy came and helped other people. And it wasn't a thing I want to see happen again, to make people treat people nicely. But I think it did bring neighbors to neighbor, and if somebody needed food or if somebody needed help, or people seemed to pull together pretty well. Of course, small towns are that way.